Hello friends and welcome to Super Mega Baseball 3 and the Electro Sports Baseball League with Bulldozer Power. After the shellacking we took last week at the hands of some bunch of farmhands, we're taking on Stardozer Human Resources, where it will be Vicky Le Flamboyant who is doing the pitching. Party Boy, the shortstop, is their leading batter so far this season. But we'll be hoping to give them a run for their money, as last week we really didn't show up. Ominous Bob is in as our starting pitcher. We've got Steve Morrie, who's almost fit enough to put back in at catcher. There you go. But I don't think he's quite there yet. We'll give him another week and stick with Julius Flipping Hardware for the time being. What are you going to do? Anyway, Ominous Bob to the pitching stadium, please. Very accurate, rubbish at everything else. It's going to be great. So we're at home once again. Good. Yeah. No, that's it. That was the end of that story. And therefore the Stardozers are up first. Horatio Gunship will be leading them off. And I don't know what he was thinking with those shades. I'm not sure they suit him. But that's okay. Right, we'll start him with a zinger about there. There you go. Job's a good one. And that's out number one. Well, excellent. Long may this reign of terror continue. Frankly, here's Len's Styrofoam. We'll try him on something a little bit swinging. Yep, strike, son. Yeah, I know. You didn't know what you were getting there, but that's what you got. That's a bad pitch. Bob, for all his accuracy stats there, not being quite as accurate as one might hope, but he's got it again. Look, there you go. Out number two. They keep underestimating you, Bob. That's how you're going to get them. Constance Frenzy has come straight from the gridiron to take her at bat. Let's see how she does with the old slippy, sinky, spinny, slidey. Leaves it the heck alone. That's what she's done with that. Okay. Well, I mean, Bob's junk rating is not particularly brilliant. So we should expect him to get lit up on a few of those. That one's gone to crampons. He'll chuck it at first. Job done. All out. Get off. Splendid. Well, it's a murky old day here at the Colonial Plaza. Are we actually in the Colonial Plaza? I think we are in the Colonial Plaza. Looks like a home game, given the number of home supporters we've got going on. Or I should say Bulldozer supporters. I don't know, whatever. Here's Zoltan. Let's just take a couple, Zolts. We're in absolutely no rush. No rush at all. Hold on, I seem to have pushed the button. There you go, don't push the button. That's it, just stand your ground. Let Madam Flamboyant throw a few flamboyant pitches here, and there we go. And Zoltan gets a walk. Good. Right. Perfect strategy there. Here's Furious Sponge Bath. A solid batter, but erratic, I think is the best way to say it. He tends to perform quite well when when the whole team performs well. But on himself, nothing to write home about. Wait for it. Wait for it. Well, he's waited for it, and it's come good. I mean, it wasn't the most powerful hit you've ever seen in your life, but it did enough, got him on base. Meanwhile, we are using up the arm of Mrs. Le Flamboyant there, and that's brought up Papal Event Horizon. That's ball number one there. Yep, that one's hopeless. Good, keep him coming. Nope, no, nothing doing on that one either. Papal is not really biting at any of these, and he's had himself a little trot out to first, which has loaded the bases up, where one Kojak Mister on will be hoping to capitalise. Well, I mean, we don't know. I mean, like, you know, there are good days, there are bad days, but Kojak has had more good than bad so far this season. She's quite happy to just wait it out for a bit, though. But no longer than that. Well, that's going to get us on the scoreboard. And that's a double. 2 runs there and a 2 base hit. Very nice indeed. Probably could have made a 3rd run off that, but you know me. I don't like to overcook the goose before it's had time to lay the golden egg. Here's Ulysses Failure. Hasn't performed that well since coming back from injury. But, you know, there's no massive pressure on him to do so. Not while Kojak is scoring all the runs in the known universe, anyway. Well, this one, I don't know what's going on with these pitches. Well, I'll tell you what's going on with them. They're going all over the flipping place. It's just, it's a load of rubbish. Right, full count now for failure. What's he got? Well, he's got one of those. He's going to get his friends out a little bit. Only one, though. One out. Another run in there, and runners now at the corners. And here's Cindy Vapid. Well, Cindy Vapid needs no introduction. She's gone for that. Yeah, she's gone large. Yep, supersize it. Cindy Vapid there goes for the extra fries and the half-gallon shake there, and she's going to eat all of that in the Winnebago later on this evening, I'm sure. Here is Julius Hardware, and while the team looks completely unlike the team who played last week, who were rubbish. Hardware there, going for the fence. He's not going to make it, though. No, he's out. But the bases are empty, so there's no real pressure on anybody to do anything. Speaking of which, it's crampons time. Nice. Hey, crampons there. Good hit. I mean, usually with Crampo, it's like... No, go back. You're too slow there, old man. With Crampo, it's usually over the fence or struck out. This time, however, something else entirely. And here's Ominous. Okay. Well, 2 outs. So I think this will probably be the end of the show for us here. But go on, Ominous. Well, it's not going to go the distance. It's going to get caught. But enough respect for giving it a go. And that gives Bulldozer Power a 5-run lead here at the top of the first. Bottom of the first. The top of the second. The bottom of the second. The top of the third. That is the order that these innings are played. For those of you curious about such things. Pretty sure I covered that. Anyway, here we go. Come on, Bob. Oh, bungs it in. Lovely job. Let's fling a sinky forker. And that one's gone down the line. Papal, you fancy a run? No. It's gone too far, mate. Can't be bothered. Okay, all right. What should we give him next? I don't know. Try him on the fast ball again. We've had some moderate success with those. Crampons. Misses it. And that's a catastrophe. Well, it's not a big... I mean, it's like a minor issue, but Crampons there. I mean, he's a ceremonial character on the team at best. And he, you know, his ability to hit the occasional homer is most welcome. It's out number 1. Failure there making the grab. And we're back on track again. Okay. All right. Here's Margot Spatula. 222 for the season. 2 runs batted in. Captain of the team, apparently. Should be captain of the team. She was captain of the spaceship. Let's have a look. Oh, no, that's wrong. Okay, good. Wide of the foul line, nothing doing. Try it again. See how you like it this time. Strike 2. Oh, edgy. And a zinger there. All right, come on, Papal. And that's a good catch. He had to trundle his way across there a little bit. And let me tell you, outfielding on this is not as intuitive as you would like it to be. Right, start him on the fastball this time, Bob. Has to be said, Bob, you're that bad a pitcher that I'm not going to keep you in for forever. So expect to be substituted at some point. But meanwhile, just keep chucking any old thing down there. Let's see how we get on. Kojak, a little bit of effort there, and that would have been a play. We've possibly given up a run here. They're going for it. The ball's on its way. No, should have possibly thrown to the cut-off. That 3-base hit. Saucy. Here's Dennis offside, the catcher. And, well, he's not got a lot of power to his striking as Dennis. Strike 1. I know that doesn't really mean anything, but, you know, I feel like filling in with some various details about the capabilities of these people once in a while. That one's gone out to centre field. Zoltan's there, and that's out number 3. Okay, well, gave up a run. And now, I mean, actually, I'm more bothered about having given up the run than I should be, because it looked quite good. And therefore, you know, much more of that kind of behaviour, and we could be in trouble. Zoltan waiting for no man. Goes for the quick strike and gets himself out there to first base. He doesn't get himself out at all. He did well. Okay, that's all you need to know. For those of you listening on the wireless. Anyway, here's Furious Sponge Bath, and he's waiting for the right pitch. He might be waiting a little while. Flamboyant by name, flamboyant by pitching. And he's going for a stroll. That gives us first and second now occupied. And here comes Papal Event Horizon, a walk for him first time round. He blows hot and cold. He's usually quite... No, what was that? What the heck were you thinking? Because whatever you were thinking, you shouldn't have thought it. No, that was a duff pitch. I was about to give him some props for being relatively reliable, but evidently that would have been the wrong thing to say, so I'm not going to say it. Here's Kojak again. Hit 2-run bat-ins there for the first inning. This time around, well, she sent a low bouncer out to centre field, and that will load the bases up. Yeah, I know, could have gone for home, could have done, but didn't. Here's Failure. Didn't count as a hit first time round because he got Kojak out on her run from second and third, but he did get an RBI out of it. Bit high, that one. Just, just a note there for batting practice. You don't have to swing at the high ones. Oh. And that brings up Cindy. A successful first at bat for her. And that was probably the last we'll see of her for this game. But never say never. Cindy Vapid has been... never mind. Forget it. It's all right. No, my mistake. I was thinking it. See, didn't even need to say it. But I was thinking, she's been on something of a renaissance performance after being bounced out of the team and back into the team and changing the batting order and all of that kind of business. But, no, that was hopeless, so forget about it. Anyway, here's the pitcher, Vicky Le Flamboyant, who is currently standing there not being flamboyant at all. Although she went for that one pretty hard, and that's what we were after. That one's gone down the gutter. Let's see if we can't just, finish her. A strikeout here for Bob. Oh, there you are. I was about to say it'd be lovely. And it was. Bob there, very pleased with himself. Here's Horatio Gunship, back round for his second go. Well, I don't know, let's try him on something. Have one of these, Horatio. Let's try one. Yeah, you like that, did you? Try it again. This one's going somewhere else, though. Oh! Are you fooled yet? I'll tell you what. Let's give him another one. Let's put this one over here. He's gone for it, and he might actually get away with it. Oh, no, maybe not. That one was well out. So look at the cleanness of this chap's uniform. It's Len Styrofoam. And I tell you, dressed like this, it looks like he's clad in styrofoam. Yeah, let's stick with a curveball for another half a dozen pitches and see where it gets us. I mean, that one got us nowhere at all because it didn't go anywhere, so we switched to the slider. Kojak to first. How's that? Side retired? All good. Well, that brings down the Bulldozer Power team. Julius Hardware leading us off here. Batting 400 this season. I don't care what the numbers say. He's a jerk. Right, waiting for the pitch. That's about as nice a pitch as you're ever going to see. That one wasn't as nice, so he decided to swing at that one instead, and he'll get himself out for his trouble. Well, there goes that 400 average that he was crowing about a moment ago. Here's the crampons. Got himself a double first time round, but nothing much came of it after that. Apparently that was a strike. In your dreams. Is that a strike as well, is it? Is it? He likes that, though. That one squirted under the third base and personage there, and that's enough to get him on base. Which is very nice. Here's Ominous. Well, we expect very little, and that's probably what we'll get. He's had a go. He's got himself out, and his friend too. Okay, well, darn, that could have been better, but at least it was quick. Here's Constance Frenzy, and not wearing any eye black there, but she is ready for 2nd and 10. Here we go. Oh, strike one. Checked herself, thought, no, that ball might be going the right way. Oh, okay, I'll shut up. She hit that one quite well. That's gone to centre field. Zoltan will return it to second, and that's a runner now on base. Here's Party Boy, the overall top batsman for the team. Strike one. Okay, he's got a serious demeanour about him for someone whose name is Party Boy, but far be it from me to... What are you talking about? You criticise how everybody appears. That one, I reckon, is probably gone. Really what gives it away? The fact that he hit it really high and really far. Okay, alright. Well, Stardozer HR proving, there is a V in there somewhere, to not be out of this one yet. Here's Justine Underworld. And at present, there are no outs in this inning. You anticipated a first pitch curveball. I don't even call a first pitch curveball that often. I mean, I do once in a while, you know, just to keep things fresh. But fine, have a slider, see if I care. I didn't think I'd called that many curveballs. But obviously I had. Now I know I call the fastball quite regularly on third down. No, that seems to be okay. Didn't anticipate that in the slightest. Try this one. Hey, Macarena. Right, that'll bring up Margot Spatula, the centre fielder. 0 for 1 today. Let's open them up with one of these. Hardware, I'm leaving it to you, son. You can get this. Well done. And that's out number 2. Here's Thor Haystacks. Plays second base. I tell you what, look, with the demeanour of Thor Haystacks, she'd fit in well with the team. She does have a purposeful look about her. There's strike 1. Yeah, you didn't anticipate that, did you, Thor? If that is your name. You anticipated the mid-count slider. Oh, come on, Bob. For pity's sake. There you go. You're relying on Cindy there to carry you. Well, we're still clinging to a 2-run lead, but it would be nice to see if we could get another couple of runs at some point. Otherwise, it will be one of those where the bad guys gradually, well done, Zoltan, gradually chip away at the lead, then overtake, and then we're left going, but we did so well. Yeah, well, we did so well while we were warming up, but nothing since. It's Furious. Apparently that was a strike. I don't believe that for a second. God, Furious, wang it, son. Wang it. Right side of the pole, wrong side of the pole. There you go. Furious denied what would have been quite a nice, slicey kind of home run. He's gone for one of the high ones. He's going to find himself sat back on the bench in a moment. Go on, off you trot. Well, here's Papal. He's not had much on today, so maybe this is his time to shine. Would be good if it was. It isn't. No, not his time to shine. His time to shine is another time. This time, not that time. Here's Dennis offside. Okay, well, we're going to stick with Bob a little while longer, but if we give up anything that I think shouldn't have given that up, then Bob can go and sit himself down and we'll bring in a reliever. Oh, come on, Bob, put your back into it, son. Cindy there with the pickup once again, because, you know, Bob couldn't be bothered. Is Vicky La Flamboyant? Well, they're sticking with her. Oh, good for them. It's good to have the back of your players there. And apparently that was a ball. Another bribed referee there. The corruption in the game evident for all to see. Ball inside. Yeah. Bob, you don't need to be clever with any of this, son. Just chuck them in. It's the pitcher. The likelihood she manages to hit a dinger here is unlikely. There you go. See? Got him. Get off. Horatio Gunship round again. Now top of the order. Strike 1. Like it. Alright, see how you get on with this. Vapid to first. Side out. Good. Alright, clean, orderly. Bottom of the 5th. And it's Kojak who's up next. 2 for 2 today, including a double and a couple of runs batted in. Well, that's what we've come to expect, really. And I think the expectation is possibly too high. But you know what? While she keeps performing, we'll keep expecting her to perform. Oh no, I threw badly. Yes, you did. Kojak there, free run up to first, where she'll be signing autographs. Here's failure. That was your pitch, son. You're not going to get another one. No, go for this high one. Yeah, good-o. And he's out. Okay, well, you know, sometimes there are the times. Here's Cindy. We've got Kojak on first at the moment. Cindy here facing the pressure. They try to get Kojak out there. Cindy possibly a little early on that, but it was a good hit. And that will get her on base with Kojak up to second now.
Now batting, The catcher.
Is Julius flipping hardware? What's he got for us today? Anything, Julie? Yeah. You can keep trying it there, but Kojak's not into it. Whoa, no. Swing, don't swing, but decide to do one or the other. Well, and that one's gone places. Nice. Send us a postcard. All right, come on. Where are we going? Come on, what's it going to be? That's ball 2. Yeah, okay, yep. That is not a strike. On what planet is that a strike? Not this one, I'll tell you that for nothing. Anyway, Hardware's had a go. He's got a piece. He's taken it to school. He's dropped it off, made it a packed lunch. And that's a 3-run homer there. And Bulldozer Power extending their lead back out again to 5. Very good. Very nice. No, I still hate him. And they're making a pitching substitution. Johan Tremendous now coming on in place of Vicky Le Flamboyant. And, well, hello, Johan. How's the wife and kids? How's your pitching arm? Is it all good? That's not a strike. It just isn't.
That's inside.
That's inside, yeah. That's outside, that's upside. Come on.
Take your base.
Well, Crampon's getting a walk. Johan Tremendous, anything but. And that'll bring up Ominous, who's going to sit down. Right, well done, Ominous. You've had a good game, but we're going to bring Veronica in. All right, Veronica Hammock. She's been so-so as a pinch hitter this season. Nope. But you know, that's okay. She's not going to be any worse than Bob might or might not have been. So I'm quite happy to gamble. Gonna come in off the bench. Strike 2 apparently. Don't believe it. That's ball 3. Full count now for Veronica. Come off it. Pull the other one. It has the bells on. Well, Veronica there, struck out. And that will bring Zoltan round with 2 outs. He swings immediately at the first pitch. And that's the end of that then. Right. Good. Terrific. Right, okay. So, who's up in the rotation? Quebec Spire is a starting pitcher. Have I actually played him as a starting pitcher? I'm not entirely sure I have. Conservative, his mood is off a little, so we'll leave him out. I think that's possibly because he got barbecued last week. Disneyland's in a good mood, but I think it's time to sort of chill it banter, see what she's got in her bag of tricks as far as dispatching opposing batters is concerned. Right, we'll start with one of those. Oh, that was nice. What's her junk like? Medium. Medium junk from Tulip. Okay, all right. The boy Styrofoam is back again, but we'll see whether he's biodegradable or not. It's a Styrofoam joke there. Yeah, I know, and it was and it's somewhat environmentally friendly, as I've possibly made that joke before. Therefore, it was recycled. Huh? This is premium material, people. Get with it. Failures in the zone. Got it. Right, out number 1. All right, Tulip, you're warmed up now. Here's Constance Frenzy. See if you can teach her a lesson about calming the hell down. There, strike 1. In your face box. And there's number 2. Oh, she's got it again. That's gone out for Zoltan to retrieve. Like a good dog that he is. Less good at throwing the stick, but very adept at bringing it back to you. Here's Party Boy, who does have a home run to his name so far today. Let's see if he's still got anything in his cannon of run making. Okay, well that's a strike 2. Unfortunately, we're not got some kind of dipping, hanging, changing, flinging, up down switcheroo ball would do ideal here. But we haven't got one of those, so we'll do what we have got. Paypal. Lovely job. Out number 2. Okay, 2 outs now. Justine Underworld coming up next, as she's 0 for 2 today. Slightly tense. She's a little bit off her game. Wearing mirror shades. Kojak gets the ball, but it doesn't really matter because it was foul. But, sometimes you want them to just dive in the dirt anyway. There's strike 2. Yeah, that wasn't a strike. I think this... get off the field. Oh, that's the end of that then. All right, okay, groovy. Now, coming into the bottom of the 6th, it's Furious Sponge Bath leading us off. He's had a single today and a walk.
Number 61. That's inside.
That's inside. You're not wrong. Oh, referee! Wow, Furious takes it to the arm there. I don't know if he's going to be feeling all right after that. I mean, it wasn't the zingingest pitch you've ever seen in his life, but, I mean, it will have left a mark. Papal there, he's putting a little trickler out to right field, and that'll be enough to advance the runner. So, runners now 1 and 2, and, it's Kojak Mister on. 2 for 2 today. She's had a walk, she's had a double, she's had a single, she's batted some runs in. That Kojak, bit late there. Bit late, just a smidge. That one, nothing there. Nothing in that one.
No, outside.
Just outside. I think I got lucky on that one. Gone for the high one. Hasn't got enough under it. That one's going to send her packing. There you go. Kojak there. A little bit desperate maybe to prove herself. Nothing to prove. She has established herself as a powerhouse on this team. However, here's someone who does have something to prove. It is Ulysses Failure, who is 0 for 3 at the plate today. And he's waiting for Tremendous's first pitch. And he likes the look of it. And it's good. Well, that loads up the bases. Everybody now hanging on in there. And here's Cindy vapid. Anything could happen, Frank. This could be it, or it could be a run fest. I couldn't honestly predict what's going to happen. Could have predicted this, though. Yeah, possibly should have, too. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's the one you should have predicted. I should have put it all on 00. Never mind. Here's Margot Spatula. She'll be next up to face the awesome banter of Tulip Banter. And by banter, I mean pitches. And by awesome, I mean semi-okay. That one's got a Kojak. Easy peasy, get off my fields. Out number 1. Now brings up Thor Haystack. So I had a triple earlier on. I was singing her praises immediately beforehand, but if she does it again, I will stop doing so. Strike 1. Banter there with a particularly witty put down. That one's gone foul. And then, I don't know, let's try something that's a little bit high, and then that's not high, that's straight down the middle. It's alright, she couldn't hit it cleanly anyway. Alright, well, let's do one of those. We like those. That one's got a tulip. So it hasn't. It's got a Cindy. Tulip threw it in the first place. Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, the upshot is the same, isn't it? Here's Dennis offside. I mean, he's got a look about him that says, oh, I came here to play baseball and shoot hoops. And I'm all out of hoops. I don't know what any of this means. Anyway, he's 0 for 2 today, so he's rubbish. Yeah. Dennis, I'm not afraid of you. I'm even going to try jinxing myself by talking trash. You ready? You're rubbish. Yeah. You are a garbage player. You've got on at first base. Alright. Does the game listen to me? Anyway, it's Johan Tremendous. He can't bat for toffee, so they're taking him off and bringing on Nina Flattery in his place. Okie dokie. Nina looks like she's... well, she went to the cupboard, trying to get herself a bowl of Crunchy Nut cornflakes, but we'll get her out then. And someone had taken them all. Anyway, she's gone now, so no matter how long that story might have been, you're just going to be left wanting. Right, here comes Julius Hardware. He's had a home run. Got 3 runs off that. That was good. He looks very pleased with himself. But then he always looks pleased with himself. Bit late there, Julie. Come on. Nothing doing there. That one's good, though. And he's sent it in the right direction, but not far enough. Len Styrofoam there with the catch, and he's out. Here comes Bernie Crampons. Couple of singles and a walk for him today. I mean, we'd usually say, well, it's only a matter of time before he pings it over the wall, but I wouldn't want to jinx it. And he hasn't pinged it over the wall in every game. What have you done there? You've broken your bat. That's an expensive piece of sporting hardware, and you're out. There's splinters all over the field now. Someone's going to slide for home, and they're going to get all kinds of business up in their gubbins. Tulip there, waits for no one, takes the first and gets herself on base. So now we're relying on Zoltan to do anything at all. Ball 1, that was a 101 mile per hour fastball there. Not that we're impressed, of course. Gunship didn't even have to move for that. That one went straight to him. Anyway, top of the 8th now. Bulldozer Power still in the lead, 8 runs to 3. But as we've seen already, I wouldn't trust that to be the result. No, I would go, no. If anything, I'd say that's not going to be the result. It'll be anything other than 8 to 3 will be the final result. I mean, right now, 26 plays 37 is as realistic. See that dive there from Cindy. It's good. Here's Len Styrofoam. He's not done anything today. It's Len. He's made a couple of good catches, which possibly justifies his position in the team. But other than that, not a lot. An actually accurate fastball. Oh, that's the first time we've seen one of those today. No. All right, okay. Try one of these. All right, that's gone somewhere. Come on, Sind. There you go. Wicket. Out number 2. It's Constance. Well, she's there. She's appealing for unnecessary roughness, or will do if I chuck it straight at her bonce. But she has got that crash helmet on, so she'll probably be all right. Ball. Okay. All right. Fine. Can't tulip. Stay focused. Get it done. Sponge bath. Gets it. Throws it. Catch. Out. That's balls. Right. Okay. Bottom of the 8th now. It's Furious up. And he's done this. He's done that. He got hit by the ball last time, but he shrugged it off. I mean, based on his prison moustache there, you would expect that he'd probably shrug that kind of thing off. After all, he's been in a fair few ruckuses in the yard. Anyway, Fiona Cannula there is getting it just sorted. He's out. Just, for those who are listening via wireless. Papal, Event Horizon now. Swing, hit, ball bouncing up to centre field, and Papal gets himself on base. In that way, we've seen him do at least once or twice. Here's Kojak, 2 or 3. Today she's had a walk, she's had this, she's had that. She's done it all, she's been out. What's left on the bingo list for Kojak Mr. On? Oh, okay, being hit by the ball. Yeah, I suppose that's 1. All right, strike 1, ball 2 now. Kojak in the zone. Goes for a high one. It's gone foul. Okay, strike 2, ball 2. Everything to play for. She likes that. Oh, forces an error from the fielder because she hit it that hard and just bounced straight back out of the glove, and Kojak gets on base. Here comes failure. He got a hit last time. Hooray. Is he going to do anything this time? Well, we don't know, do we? No, but that's baseball for you. That's why it's so drastically exciting. He loves it. That's gone wide. No. It's in the crowd. That's going to be stolen. They're going to try and get his autograph on it later on, but he'll go, no autographs. Just can't write. Strike 2, ball 2 now. That's got potential. No, it hasn't. No, it had potential, but right up until the point that it didn't have any more potential left in it, and then that was all out. So with a 5-run lead, we're going into the top of the 9th now. Stardozer need to pick up at least 5 here to keep themselves in the game. Tulip's looking good. We'll keep her in. That's okay. I'll take everything back. Right, try one of these. No. Okay, try one of these. Hey, there we go. We got one. All right. Now, for those of you pondering, with these rapid swingers, I don't mind them being off target. Oh, phooey. I was about to say because it usually goes through the strike zone, but evidently in that case it did not, and we just gave up a walk. Okay, well look, keep your... Oh dear, and there we go. That's given up second base. Look, yeah, okay. Chill it, calm it down. Let's put some on target. Strike 1. Okay, good. All right, because with this, we can be all done here early. We'll be able to get to the after show party before we strictly need to. All right, there's an out. Good. All right, that's 1. Margot Spatula. Oh, I didn't notice this previously. My giddy aunt, she looks pleased with herself. Gracious me. Okay, well, maybe it's justified. I mean, she hasn't hit anything today, but I mean, maybe she's just thrilled to be alive. Strike 2 now. Go on. Who's got that? You have. Right, throw it. Not enough zing on the ball there, Crampo. All right, runners now, first and third, is Thor Haystacks. We know already that she's capable of putting in a flipping difficult hit. Ball one, starting to anticipate these. And I need to be thinking about, are we going to make a change? Hang on. No, we're not. No, we'll leave it as it is, I reckon, because we've won the game. Okay, well, one good play there, and that got it done. Bulldozer Power with a win, bouncing back from a humiliating defeat last week. A 5-run victory, although it was 2 good innings that made that happen. Not the most compelling performance we have seen. Home runs from Cindy Vapid and Julius Hardware are very much welcome, but it's not the kind of dominant performance that we've seen on occasion. Anyway, Ominous Bob with the win, Chillit Banto with the save there. 4 strikeouts between the pair of them, not bad. Vapid, your star player of the day, followed by Party Boy and, of course, Kojak Misteron. Well, we've got some games to simulate in order to catch up with where we need to be, which is where we'll be when we've done 12 of them, in fact. Okay, first up, it is the Fun Bus versus the Minstrels. Should be looking out for St. Crabthorne there for the Minstrels, who's leading the way. I don't think she's leading the way. No, she's batting 148. Immediately behind her is Flash Bandit. Flash Bandit's got 5 home runs this season. That's pretty respectable. Just play the game. It's not like we can see it at any speed that means we know what's going on. Sunshine Fun Bus got that one done. What does that take them to? I don't even know which division they're in. Look for the name Sunshine Fun. There we go. 5 and 6 they are now. Oh, we're at the top of the division. Here's FC Failure Grad against the Nomads. Hippie Impact, Jesse Flail, Brad Commissar for the Nomads, with Gertie Wrench, Cumulo Sawhorse, and Butterfingers Vectrix, who is carrying a minor injury for Failure Grad. Nomads there absolutely smashed them, though, 9-1. Here's the Colonel Space Agency against the Miggins Pirates. Lemon Kevin in his yellow sunglasses there. One of the Hammock sisters and Dick Frisbee are going to try and get it done for the Space Agency in the way they have been doing all season. Memphis Beware will be attempting to shut them down. 1-0. What an absolutely thrilling game that will have been. Here's the Bumps and Medics against the Beekeepers. Both teams 7 and 3 currently. The Beekeepers getting 2 runs there, and that was all they needed. Good. Stardozer Human Resources now against Failurewood Hills, who are 5 and 5 at the moment, so this is going to dictate whether their season is ascending or it's descending. The Space Agency there getting a win. No, I must have been looking at... No, you were looking at Stardozer. You've got 2 space flipping teams. What do you expect? Here's the Space Agency now. Oh, yeah. Against Cheerio Inc. And Cheerio Inc. in contention over there in the Bombastic division. But they didn't win that one. No. Here's Colonel Skull against the Wretched Minstrels. Colonel Skull 4-1 in the 5th inning, taking it over the hill and out the back and round the pass, winning that one 12-5. Medics now against Bullgrazer Ridge, who devastated us last time around. Buster Flight Risk will be pitching for Bullgrazer. Emmental Helmet, Glossy Supreme, Crotch Dangle Flag. Bumps and Medics, of course, leading off for them. Nora Incapable will be pitching with Exponential, Tyrone, Bambi Severe and Margot Sinister, who are... is it Margot? No, it's Margot Spatula. It's Marjorie Sinister. There you go. Similar names, you know. The Farmers won that. Sunshine Fun Bus versus Peninsula Transport. Both teams looking to try and get their season back on track as they approach the 500 mark for their record. And Sunshine Fun Bus now 6 and 6. Nice, they'll be pleased. Here's the Nomads against Cheerio Inc. Both teams there doing some baseball. Cheerio won that one, which keeps them 2 games back, but still in the fight over in the Bombastic division. Stegonauts now 5 and 6 against Colonel Skull 6 and 5. Very evenly matched teams. The Stegonauts, Kurt Corker will be doing the pitching. Emmett Farmer. That's right, it's Emmental Helmet. Jackson Real and Bandit Joe will be doing the batting. Whereas for Colonel Skull, it's Jalen Rubenstein, who is some rando come out of the game. Should have played season, not franchise. Monty Rico picks later, and Hooker's Trebor, who are the lead batting players for Colonel Skull. You say lead, they just lost to the Stegonauts, so that's that dealt with. One more game to play, and it's the Miggins Pirates against Failurewood Hills. Pirates off to a lead. Hills clawing it back, taking the lead back. Oh, this and that and the other. It went to extra innings. Pirates win. So this puts Bulldozer Power tied now with the Beekeepers, although their run difference is pretty respectable. Beekeepers also 8-3. Bumps and Medics 1 game back 7-5. Then you've got a 3-way tie. Steganauts, Minstrels, Fun Bus. The Pirates and Nomads aren't out of it yet over in the Smooth Division. In Bombastic, it is Colonel Space Agency with 9 wins, who are ahead of the game by 2 games. So, yeah, they are. That's the thing that they are, is 2 games ahead of Cheerio Inc., who are 1 game ahead of Colonel School on 6-6. Bullgrazer Ridge, Failure Hill, Stardozer, FC Failure Grad, Peninsula Transport are also in that division. Yeah, I know, it's meaningless, isn't it? Shall we have a look at some stats? Let's do some stats. It's because we've got through with the game a little bit quicker than usual. So we go batting average. Well, it's us, isn't it? Yeah, it's Mysteron, Failure, Event Horizon, all batting over 500. But then so is Emiliano Burnett for Cheerio Inc., who is someone I have no idea who that is, which means it's just some flipping random made-up dude. Steve Maury makes an appearance, and then Phineas Montoya, another made-up player. But then Party Boy and Glossy Supreme and Tallulah Gibbering Sponge are also there. For home runs, Party Boy is number 1 with Clown Car, Bandit, Flavourings, Crampons tied with 6 each. Runs batted in, it is Kojak Mysteron leading the way. Moving over to the next category here, we got some on-base averages. Same names again in a slightly different order. In fact, all of these, just mix them up and there'll be people there who are people. More batting. There you go. Hits. Kojak 31. Very tasteful. Yeah, there you go. There's some detail for you. Look at it. Strikeouts though. Here are bad players. Brad Commissar, Brock Talk, Bandit Joe, Jermaine, Arc Discharge, and Hooker's Treeball. 14 strikeouts each. Sucksville. Pickles, Dill Herfer, Fenella Value Pack, Jackson Clown Car, Olivia Chaka Khan, and Hans Xanadu are all on 13 strikeouts apiece. They won't be too pleased with that. Stolen bases, we don't appear in that one. It's Nasty Nate, Margot Spatula, and Calippo Flavourings, who are the Steel Masters. And then Kangaroo Carter has been caught stealing, just like Jane's Addiction. Over on the pitching side of things, wins will be the people who've thrown the ball while they won the game. The ERA for people, there's some numbers going on there. As far as saves is concerned, Jeff Conservative makes an appearance. Whip, great. Love Whip. That's brilliant. I need to look up what the opponent batting average. However, Ominous Bob is looking pretty solid there, but it's Raiden Precious with 0. We don't know if he's any good or not. Also worth noting, that's not one of mine. Quite a nice name. Yeah, well done there, rando name generator. For strikeouts, Escobar 29 is the strikeout maestro. Xavier Sensation, Professor Feetham, and Vera Contagion on 21 apiece. But Escobar's like 8 ahead of that. Now, he might have pitched more games, but, you know, honestly, he's averaging still 12 strikeouts per 9 innings pitched. There you go. Right, good. Walks. Well, I've got a couple of people who haven't walked anybody, so that's nice. But also there's Gabriel Transistor, some nameless nonsense. And then just behind that, Dirk Shafter, Dutch Retro Guy, Windermere Lynch, and Cooper, right? The strikeout to walk ratio, though, Chet Vacant, looking pretty strong. Yeah, you would expect so, given that he's not actually walked anybody. And that's that. That's stats. Okay, well, there you go. Next up, it is FC Failure Grad, who stink at the moment against Bulldozer Power. You keep your eye open. Jesse Velocidad will be doing the pitching. Quebec Spire is up for us. Oh, help us, please. I've been Colonel Failure. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back next time with more of the same. Cheerio. Well, today's outro is coming to you courtesy of KC Jones. And Casey writes, hey, Colonel, because he knows me. It's Casey Jones from The Brigade. The Brigade, see. Knows a thing or two. Been in it ages. Doesn't. It's just The Brigade these days. Great. I would like to know your feelings about the upcoming version of Warhammer 40k. Also, what your preferred army is and why. Oh, right. Okay. Let's try and keep this succinct. All right. Now, what your Games Workshop do is they've got their core systems, right? Which at the moment you've got 40k over there. You've got Age of Sigmund or Siegfried or whatever his name is. Siegfried and Roy. Age of Siegfried and Roy over on this side. It used to be Warhammer Fantasy Battle, and those are your two core systems. And they alternate in between core rule updates, right? This is their core business strategy, is that they alternate between core updates, and therefore it works in a cyclic fashion. It's very good, but it means that once every couple of years, every couple of years, they redo everything, causing you as a fan to buy a bunch of stuff. Otherwise, you buy a bunch of stuff and that's the last stuff you ever need to buy, and you eventually end up with tons and tons and tons of stuff, which is probably more stuff than you're ever going to need. So encouraging you to buy more stuff is kind of their deal. Makes sense, frankly. And then they do secondary games, which are flash in the pan. They make a bunch of them, sell them all, stop selling them. The end. Good. Now, in recent years, they've also branched out into actually, because they were historically incredibly protective of all of their lore, all of the worlds that they'd invented, not at all plagiarized, allegedly. There you go. All of this is allegedly. Everything about it is allegedly. Also, I've never worked for Games Workshop, so all this is hearsay. I've heard this from other people. I'm making it all up. It's all lies. Okay? They are. Yeah, you can't pin nothing on me. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, they've loosened the reins on who's actually allowed to use the license to do stuff with. And it's kind of like Dawn of War was the original game that kind of made them go, oh, you know what? There might be something in this. And now you can't move for Games Workshop games all over the place of a digital variety. Let's go back to your question, shall we? That could be fun. What now? Oh, yeah. And, well, hold on. And as a result, Games Workshop has never been more popular in terms of, or more profitable. And it's expanding incredibly rapidly. And a lot of that's being fueled by YouTube, you know. Oh, yeah. Awful lot of it. Anyway, to go back to your question, I first picked up Warhammer 40,000 when it came out originally. Issue 1, Rogue Trader. Don't know why it was called Rogue Trader. There wasn't an awful lot of trading involved in the game. But there it is anyway. I picked up the hardback manual, as it was. Yeah, it was quite a good manual. And a box of plastic Space Marines, which cost a tenner. And in that box of plastic Space Marines, which cost a tenner, you got 30 Space Marines for a tenner. I bought Rhinos when they first came out. Original plastic kit of Rhinos was a tenner, and you got 3 of them. 3 Rhinos for a tenner. These days, 25 quid. Same kit. Nothing's changed. Also, the price of plastic hasn't gone up by that much. Cheeky buzzards. Anyway, right, so your question is, what do I think about the upcoming version? It's fine. It's good. I've not read it. Don't care. The likelihood I ever play Warhammer 40,000, the tabletop stuff, of course, pretty remote, because the whole premise of Warhammer 40k is you spend 500 quid on building your army. You then spend the following 6 months painstakingly painting it all and getting it ready to go. You pull your army list together over the course of a week. It's kind of, oh yeah, I've got this. Yeah, you take it all round to your mate's house, and then within, I don't know, about 25 minutes, one of his rage quit because the rules are, I can't swear, but it's the sort of thing that a male cow would deposit from its rear end. Now, the reason that I feel this way about the rules is because there are so many special rules for every single race that the phrase most often used in Warhammer 40k is this one. Ready? You can't do that. Which is then immediately followed by, yes, I can. It's this special rule that's attached to this special piece of equipment that I've spent an extra 3 points to attach to this unit. Basically means that this unit is now indestructible. Prove me wrong, because I'm not. Right, so there you go. Yeah, Warhammer 40,000 is a very expensive way to have an argument with your friend, and the rules are too complicated. Or rather, there's too many nuances to the rules. The core idea behind the rule set is absolutely fine. And actually, going back to original stuff, I mean, I played more Fantasy Battle than I did Warhammer 40k, but then I kind of... 40k is sexier because it's sci-fi. Fantasy is... I've got a bow. Yeah, I've got a bolt gun, son. Yeah, it's just... there's no real comparison going on there. Just flipping, keep your dragons. I'd rather have a Valkyrie gunship. So yes, now I referenced the Valkyrie gunship there is because it is the best model in the whole thing. The Space Marines are all good, but goodness me, they're bland. They are so bland. They are utterly vanilla. Total boring Space Marines. If you want to play as Team Boring, go as a Space Marine. They do look kind of cool. And let's face it, there is a heck of a lot to choose from. They're also always overpowered because it's the newbie gateway the faction to choose, right? So Space Marine, dead easy. But they're for people who lack imagination. Originally, I played Space Marines, obviously, because that was all there was. They released Space Marines and they released Space Orcs. And I went, oh, God, Space Orcs. I mean, like, it's the dark future. Who exists? Orcs? Really? There's a drastic leap in creativity, isn't there? From Fantasy Battle, and now they're Space Orcs, and they also had Space Elves, and then they had Space Dwarves, and you kind of go like, really? The creative department was on a break, were they? And you had to get it turned out right now. The Eldar cheat, none more so than the Harlequins. They're just a bunch of cheats. Dark Eldar cheat even more. They're not called Dark. They're called Drukhari these days. Their lore's great. And also, their vehicles are just amazing. I've got one somewhere. It says back there. Still in the box. Obviously, I haven't built it. But I went like, I'll build one of those at some point. Yeah, I think that was about 8 or 9 years old. Who else you got? Your Necrons. Yeah, one of my two boys is into the Necrons. It was originally an Eldar player, but no, Necrons is far more his speed. The other one of the two boys is a Space Marine player, and that's fine. I've got no problem with that. Space Marine players are very honourable. Don't forget everything like I said about Space Marines a minute ago. I didn't mean any of it. Who else you got? You got the Tau. I blow hot and cold on the Tau, right? Firstly, the Tau figures themselves and the whole kind of anime influence going on. I'm going to run out of camera space. The whole anime influence going on in the Tau is really cool. But then you got the Kroot. Don't make any flipping sense. They just don't. It just doesn't. You can't justify that rubbish to me. And then the spaceships. Yeah, the big ones look great. The little ones look stupid. They just look stupid. If you remember, the Battle of Hoth in The Empire Strikes Back, right? Now, some of the figures that you could get from that, some of the collectible, the action figures that you could get from it included a stormtrooper kind of off-road bike thing that went up and down a little bit. And it looked stupid. And also it wasn't in a movie. That's what they remind me of. And frankly, an awful lot of 40k vehicles remind me of just they're just not very good. They're all wrong. The scaling is. The scaling has to be done a little bit smaller to make them look good. But if you take Imperial Guards tanks and stuff like that, you kind of go, oh, they're quite beef, and you kind of go like, yeah, but I don't buy it. I don't get that this is a sexy future tank thing. The Valkyrie's the only one that looks good, and that's because it's ripped off from a flipping James Cameron design. James Cameron's APC and Aliens, amazing, right? I'll take that over any, design-wise, over any 6 40k vehicles you care to name. It is a sexier future tank than any of those. And part of the problem is that all of their tanks are squares. They're not rectangles. Rectangles is what vehicles are made of. And the same goes for flyers as well. Thunderhawk gunship looks cool. The little storm thing is it's a cube with a couple of bits on the side. The Orc flyers, they look good. And Orcs are my favourite team at the moment. kind of. And even then, it's only kind of regrettable. Well, it's kind of against my better judgment, but it's because I don't like any of them. If I were to go for a particular faction, it'd probably be Imperial Guard, but I'm not really into any of it. But I am into it. I'm into all of the lore, and I like the whole thing. I've got the Chaos book up there. I'm thinking, oh, maybe Chaos will float my boat, because you could take a bunch of Imperial stuff, jazz it up a little bit with some Hellfire and Blood for the Blood God and stuff, and that'd all be good. But that's the other thing. I don't really like any of the Chaos gods. Khorne, boring. Nurgle, ugly. Slanesh, and then Siege, which is I'm just not there. I'm not just. So yeah, I am gradually building up an orc army, mostly for the kind of construction and painting job. And one of my motivations for doing that was so that of an evening I could get away from my desk here, go downstairs, use the table, so that I'm in the same room as herself while she's pottering around or playing something, well, yelling at a computer game usually. But I could be doing a bit of painting, bit of modelling, all of that kind of stuff. So we're at least in the same room. It's, you know, I get to build toy soldiers. She gets the joy of me building toy soldiers in the same room. It seems like a brilliant trade, to be honest. Trade? Something. I don't know. It's just, who knows. Anyway, there you go. That's my lengthy answer, and I've barely scratched the flipping surface of this one. I have a deep, complex relationship with Warhammer 40k, stemming mostly from I have never had a game of 40k tabletop that I've enjoyed. Not one. And that's actually one of the reasons I chose the orcs. Although I hate the stupid little cars that they've decided that the orcs are going to use. They don't make any sense. It's kind of gone. It's like someone's gone like, oh, what if the orcs were a bit Mad Max? And I kind of go, oh yeah, Mad Max. Yeah. And why do they look like cars? Orcs wouldn't build stuff that looks like cars. Also, the flipping Stomper looks stupid. The Death Dreads, they're fine. The Killer Cans, they're fine. The new kind of mini Stompers, they're okay. The Flyers, terrific. But again, the Flyers are just nicking off kind of World War II designs. Or actually, they're ripping more off Crimson Skies. But that's Games Workshop for you. Plagiarise it, stick a TM at the end of it. Stick an R in a circle next to that, and then sue anybody who tries to do the same thing. Did you know that StarCraft was originally supposed to be a 40k RTS? Did you? Yeah, because you've got your Space Marines. Sorry, Terrans. You've got your Eldar, or the well, flipping out. My mind's gone blank. Whatever they're called. You got Terrans. Yeah. You've got your lads. Yeah. You can't remember them now either. No. I've got Nurgle in head, and it's not Nurgle, it's Zerg. Zerg, it's very similar. Yeah, okay, Terrans, Zerg, and Protoss. There you are, thank you. Yeah, Protoss are obviously space elves, and then the Zerg are obviously the aliens from Aliens. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Tyranids. Not the aliens from Aliens. No. Well, that's Gene Stealers, more than it is anything. That's just such filth. I wish I'd thought of it first. Anyway, if you want to submit for one of these, I can't guarantee how long the answer's going to be, because I'm not setting myself any limits to such things. Then head on over to wizio.com/Colonel_failure, link in the script. And yeah, I'm making it shorter every time. And you bang it in and I'll bung it out. And then everybody will be pleased as a result of that. Good. Right, I got places to be. Well, here mostly. But you've got other places. Well, you can stay wherever you like. But the video ends here.